Even good things can be taken too far, and I think I'm starting to reach that point.
At 47 years old, Luke Nichols finally broke his silence. The man behind Outdoor Boys, one of YouTube's most beloved channels, had vanished from the platform after building an empire of 18 million subscribers. Fans spent months speculating. Some thought he'd had enough of the spotlight. Others whispered about something darker. But in a rare interview, Luke confirmed what everyone had been wondering. The rumors were true. And what he revealed about walking away from millions of dollars and the life he'd built shocked even his most loyal followers. This is the untold story of why Luke Nichols said goodbye. Before Luke Nichols became a YouTube legend, he was defending clients in Virginia courtrooms. A criminal defense attorney with a law degree from George Mason University, Luke seemed destined for a traditional career. But his passion for the outdoors kept pulling him in a different direction. In 2013, he launched a small fishing channel called Catfish and Carp. 2 years later, he started Outdoor Boys, filming camping trips, survival challenges, and fishing adventures with his 3 sons. The content was simple, wholesome, and refreshingly authentic. No drama, no clickbait scandals, just a dad and his boys exploring the Alaskan wilderness. Then something unexpected happened. The channel exploded. In just 18 months, Luke gained 12 million new subscribers. His videos racked up nearly 3 billion views. By 2025, Outdoor Boys had become one of the fastest-growing family channels on the entire platform. Luke had officially outgrown his law practice, but behind the cameras, pressure was building in ways his audience couldn't see. On May 17, 2025, Luke posted a video titled, "Simply Goodbye." In it, he announced he was stepping away from YouTube after 11 years and over 1,100 videos. The reaction was immediate. Fans flooded the comments with disbelief and support. But Luke's explanation cut deeper than anyone expected. He revealed that the fame had become unbearable. Every restaurant dinner turned into an impromptu meet and greet. Strangers constantly approached his children. The family couldn't live normal lives anymore. His inbox overflowed with messages from people desperate to connect with the man they'd watched for years. Luke admitted that his wife Rebecca shared serious concerns about their family's safety. With the channel growing so rapidly, they worried about what another year of expansion might bring. Security had become a genuine issue. He made it clear this wasn't a publicity stunt or a temporary break for content. Luke Nichols was walking away from everything he'd built. But one question remained unanswered. What exactly was he leaving behind? In early 2025, longtime viewers started noticing something strange. Luke's upload schedule became inconsistent. Weeks passed without new content. Then rumors started spreading that something terrible had happened during one of his remote Alaska expeditions. Some fans genuinely believed Luke had died. The truth was less dramatic, but far more troubling. Luke later admitted he'd been pushing himself to dangerous limits, working over 100 hours a week, editing through the night. He once filmed an entire expedition while battling pneumonia because he didn't want to let his audience down. The channel had become a machine that demanded constant feeding, and Luke was burning out. His content was being stolen and reposted across platforms without permission. He estimated his family had been viewed over 4 billion times by people who never even visited his channel. The wholesome family adventure he'd created was spiraling beyond his control. Something had to give. And what happened next would send shockwaves through the YouTube community. The numbers behind Outdoor Boys are staggering. At his peak, Luke's channel generated an estimated $12,000 per day in ad revenue alone. Industry analysts suggested his annual YouTube earnings ranged between $4 and $4.5 million. One single video crossed 104 million views, potentially earning him $500,000 from that upload alone. His estimated net worth sat somewhere between $4 and $9 million, depending on which source you trust. But here's what made Luke different from most creators. He refused sponsorships. While other YouTubers plastered their videos with product placements and brand deals, Luke kept his content clean. No energy drink promotions, no gear endorsements. He wanted his adventures to feel genuine, not like commercials. Walking away meant sacrificing a fortune that most people couldn't imagine turning down. Yet Luke insisted money had never been his motivation. He'd built something valuable, but he valued something else even more. And in a later interview, he finally explained what that was. In December 2025, Luke sat down with his friend Steven from My Life Outdoors for a candid conversation. For the first time, he addressed the speculation head-on and confirmed what fans had suspected. It wasn't about the critics. It wasn't about negative comments or internet trolls. The real reason was simpler and more profound. Luke explained that being in the spotlight simply isn't healthy for human beings. He never wanted celebrity status. The idea of continuing until he was 60 or 70 years old, still begging people to click and subscribe, felt wrong. He compared fame to digging clams. You can get so caught up in the excitement that you walk away with more than you could ever use. The key is knowing when enough is enough. He admitted his family had started having serious conversations about security. If the channel kept growing, a full-blown celebrity lifestyle was inevitable, and that wasn't something he wanted for himself or his kids. Luke had reached his limit. He'd filled his bucket. And what came next surprised everyone. When Luke's friend Steven faced an unimaginable crisis, Luke didn't hesitate. Steven's wife had been diagnosed with cancer, leaving him to care for her while raising 4 children. His YouTube channel, My Life Outdoors, sat dormant while he focused on his family. Without being asked, Luke came out of retirement. He filmed outdoor content and uploaded it to Steven's channel to keep the community engaged and the revenue flowing. It was a gesture that earned him nothing financially, but meant everything to a friend in need. Luke also fulfilled a promise he'd made months earlier, releasing 3 final Outdoor Boys videos in November. The first one alone pulled over 7 million views within days. But he made his position crystal clear. This didn't mean he was back. He was simply keeping his word. Meanwhile, his eldest son Tom continues building his own channel, Outdoor Tom, which now boasts over 1.5 million subscribers. The Nichols family legacy lives on, just in a different form. Just weeks after his interview, news broke that rocked the YouTube community. Luke Nichols had been appointed to the Young Men General Advisory Council of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was one of 14 men chosen to serve in this significant role. Suddenly, everything clicked into place for fans who'd followed his journey. Luke had always been open about his faith. He'd served a mission in Japan as a teenager. He met his wife Rebecca at church after returning home. In previous videos, he'd spoken about how following his beliefs made him a better husband and father. Some viewers now speculated this calling was the real reason behind his departure all along. The timing seemed too perfect to be coincidental. Whether planned or providential, Luke had traded YouTube fame for spiritual service. But even in retirement, Luke proved he hadn't lost his generous spirit. One final gesture showed exactly who he really was. Luke Nichols did something almost nobody does in the creator economy. He walked away at the peak. No scandal forced his hand. No controversy pushed him out. He simply decided that enough was enough. In a world obsessed with growth, viral moments, and chasing the algorithm, Luke chose family, faith, and peace. He proved that success isn't always measured in subscribers or revenue. Sometimes the bravest decision is knowing when to stop. The rumors were true, but the full story was far more remarkable than anyone imagined. Luke Nichols didn't lose anything by leaving YouTube. He gained back everything that actually mattered: